everybody, welcome to day 25, Be Breath.
Yoga Pants and Plants. 30 Days of Compassionate Yoga is an invitation to journey toward being in the present moment, an opportunity to emulate the way nature lives in the moment. Be like a plant. Don't worry how you look. Notice how you sense and respond, like the way a tree reaches for the sun or a source of water. Nourish yourself with movement and stillness. Allow compassion to flourish for a little bit of time every day.
Day 25, Bee Buzz. Find a seat on the ground or in a chair, and we'll start with a practice called Bee Buzz. I'll be explaining how to do it, and the process will make it so you won't be able to hear or see me. So you won't be able to hear or see the screen because your eyes will be closed and your ears will be shut. So when you feel complete with the practice, you do it a few times of in and out breaths. Just come to placing your hands on your legs and enjoying some stillness and finding your 6 directional breath. And then I'll meet you there. You plug your ears with your thumbs and cover your eyes with your outstretched fingers. And you exhale with your mouth closed, making a buzzing sound. When you need a breath, just take a breath and keep buzzing. No worries about how it sounds or looks, just really get into it. You can continue to sit with your hands in your laps, taking it easy and gentle with easy, gentle breaths. Yoga philosophy has been presented in each of the videos for the 30 days of Soma Yoga. It has included the yoga philosophy of the yamas and niyamas. And today we're touching on the 5th yama of non-possessiveness. These yamas and niyamas fit into something larger called the 8 limbs of yoga. Looking at this visual, start at the top of the tree and read it toward the right and down, working around the tree. The yamas and niyamas are limb 1 and 2. The 3rd limb includes classic postures like, for example, yesterday we played around with plank and side plank. These are typically what most people think yoga is these movements and postures. And often that's where people begin. And there's nothing wrong with that. The 4th limb is called pranayama or breath. And the practice of breathing has been an essential part of all the lessons that we've been doing, whether it's been the diaphragmatic breath or the 6 directional breathing, or specific explorations of breath like the one we did today with the bee breath. You can see the bee at the bottom of the tree. It starts on the limb by the pranayama and flies over toward the pratyahara, or sense of withdrawal. This visual represents the first small attempt of coming deeper inside by shutting out the eyes and the ears with the hands. It's just a taste of that sense withdrawal. The rest of the limbs will come with time and focused practice. They are presented here just for you to know that there is more to learn, and if you are interested, you can explore into deeper study. The foundation you gained by spending every day on this 30 days of Soma Yoga has helped to provide a path to moving to those deeper aspects of the 8 limbs of yoga, because it's helped to bring your mind inside, because we go slow and we question what's going on. We're slowing down and coming inside. Now we'll do a somatic practice for the hips. You can lay on your back. With legs pushing together at the knees. And you can have the feet on a chair or a wall. The legs are at a 90-degree angle. If it's comfortable for you, you can just leave them in the air at 90 degrees. Take your hands to your inner knees and feel the resistance of the leg muscles as the inner legs engage. Use your hands to push the legs past that resistance and allow them to open and close very slowly for 5 to 7 times. Rest on your back and do a few 6-directional breaths with your legs relaxed. Ask yourself without judgment if that practice was smooth or sticky, easy or hard. So bring the legs back up to the 90-degree angle, either on the chair, the wall, or in the air. This time place the hands on the outside of the legs. This time the muscles in the hands are providing resistance for the legs as they are trying to open. Apply just the right amount of resistance and try to open the legs from that closed position open 5 to 7 times slowly. Rest on your back and do a few 6-directional breaths with your legs relaxed. Ask yourself without judgment how that practice was. Was it smooth or sticky, easy or hard? Just make a note, no need to judge. With your legs stretched out, take one leg and turn it out. Just open it to the point that's comfortable for your hip, leaving your foot pressing against your leg. We're going for a tree pose on the ground. So just gradually bring your foot against that leg up and down, sliding it up and down 3 to 5 times. Once you find the right spot for the tree pose on that side, take a few breaths. Releasing the leg down, sigh a few times, and ask, how does this leg feel compared to the other leg? And then you can turn the other leg out and let it come up and down the leg slowly for a tree pose on this side. Once you find the tree pose that's right for you on this side, take a few breaths. You can release the legs down and sigh a few times and ask, how does this leg feel compared to the other? Gently roll to the belly and then start to bring your arms and legs to a table pose. And if you prefer to be at a standing table, you can come up to a chair. And do a cat and cow. And then begin to do some arm and hip rotations in one direction and then the other. When you're complete with that, lift one arm up and slide it so the back of the hand slides under the body on the floor, or if you're in the chair, just through the air. And drop the body in such a way that the shoulder is resting on the floor. Or if you're in a chair, the shoulder can be resting on the chair. Allow the other hand, if it works for you, to come up and rest on the back or to hold it up in the air. Whatever feels comfortable for your body and whatever position you're in. If you're in a standing table, it might not work. Breathe for 3 counts. Slowly unwind and come back to table. You can do that rotation again, one direction and then the other, the hip and the arm rotations. Lift the other arm up and slide it so the back of the hand slides under the body on the floor, and drop the body in such a way that the shoulder is resting on the floor, and allow the other arm to come up to rest in the back or to hold in the air. Do what feels comfortable and then breathe for 3 counts. Slowly unwind and come back to table. Now you can move between a child's pose and the table, back and forth, table to child's pose. or if you're standing, a rocking table. You can include a few cat and cows. From table, come to a low lunge, keeping the knee on the ground in this lunge. The hands are framing the front leg for this lunge. You can lift up and back down if you'd like, lifting the knee up and back down. And then from here, bringing the hand that's framing the outside of the leg, bringing it to the inside. So both hands are on the inside for a runner's lunge. And here you have a couple options. You can lift your knee up, kind of rotate through the hips, or you can rest and drop the top part of the body down toward the mat. And then twist the body open one way by lifting the hand and following the hand up, bringing that hand back down, and opening up the other hand and following with your eyes that hand up, and then back down. Bring the body back to neutral and draw back like you are doing a child's pose, but this time that leg is still out. This is an exploration of half split. Explore this movement between half split and lunge, going in and out. So explore this movement between lunge and half splits a few times. So then coming into table again and rotating between child's pose and table again for 3 to 5 times. Once you're complete, do a few cat and cows and find neutral stable. And then switch to the other side, coming to a low lunge with the knee on the ground. You can explore by lifting up that low lunge. Your hands are framing the front foot. And then bringing the hands to the inside for a runner's lunge. And exploring that. Twist open one way. And then the other. Bringing the hands back into lunge. Bringing the body back to neutral. And drop back like you're going into child's pose with the legs still out. And this is the exploration of half splits on this side. So explore moving between lunge and half splits a few times. So we'll be ending today's practice with the same way we started with bee buzz. And once again, know that you can ease into silence. The meditation will be a little bit longer than what it was when we opened. So you can do bee buzz, and then there'll be quite a bit of time where you'll just hear the music that we normally have at the end of the class. And then when complete, I'll bring you back to close the practice. So just as a reminder, you plug your ears with your thumbs and you cover your eyes with your outstretched fingers. You exhale with your mouth closed, making a buzzing sound. Take a breath and just keep buzzing. No worries about sound or looks, just really focus and get into it. Begin to find movement in the body. And think about how this practice of bee buzz helps with the concept of non-possessiveness. Because in this practice you had experience of letting go of the things that we normally have access to, our eyes and our ears, and those things that come into the body that often we make judgments about. And hopefully you had a chance to feel what it was like to just be inside and to still the mind. Consider this quote from Deborah Adele in regard to non-possessiveness. The fewer attachments we carry with us, the more we are free to enjoy and engage and live every moment to the fullest. Bring your hands up over the top of your head, guiding them into that heart shape that we've done before, bringing it down the center, and eventually finding your hands at heart center. Namaste.
Now, as you rise from your mat, don't forget to eat more plants. You will feel and move better. Follow us for tips at flowingyan.com.